You good? Go.
Starting the day off with a 1v1 against my dad to warm up. It's pretty cool. This field allows you to ref your own games if there's not a whole heck of a lot going on and you know what you're doing. Mask on, barrel sleeves on when you leave the net, basic safety stuff like that. He's on the very far end over there. Balls would most likely bounce from here, so I know I need to move up. He's probably moving up a little bit. I can't really see him, but I don't really think he moves around too much during this match. He's kind of just camping or stealth playing, if you will. Most likely because he has a Tippmann A5 with a response trigger. But I'm not really trying to lay down fat lanes or go full auto or ramp or anything until the end, because I know where he's at and he's not going to pop out of his bunker. So I basically have to pepper the wooden post above him and let it rain paint down until he pops out. So I'm taking a couple of polite pop shots here saying, hey, buddy.
You still out here?
You still out here? Because you're being real quiet. So I come around here, I see movement between the slats of the wood, and now this is what I was talking about. I just start laying down paint on the wooden post above, and yellow paint is just raining down on his jersey right now, and he'll pop out because he don't want to get messy anymore.
Did I get you? At least you got microfibers and stuff.
We're just having a good time out here. So this is the Empire Mini GS, first time bringing this bad boy out. Die pods, I'm going to do a review of these bad boys. They are extremely overpriced for what they are, and I've had a couple of them pop loose on me, which sucks.
Does it have a response trigger as well?
No, so it's electronic.
Oh, I see. The electronics does it.
So it starts as semi-automatic. One shot, one pull. But if you pull it 3 times within a second, it'll go into like a triple round burst kind of mode.
That's the best way to describe ramping to somebody.
Jesus.
It's pretty smooth, too.
Oh,
Buttery.
a hair trigger too.
Yeah. We need to get you an electric marker like this.
Real action.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the solid tank right there. The Glock of the paintball world. That thing will never fail. That's why they use them as rental markers.
Is that response trigger doing its job? Usually that, like, it shoots pretty fast with a response
Turned
trigger.
all the way down.
Okay.
I have a screwdriver.
Hopper holds, I think, 200, and then these each hold 140. I'm still at 2,000.
You're at 2,000?
Yeah, and I shot a bunch. You saw I was like shooting full auto at you.
I'm at like 1,500.
Sweet music. This has been a tried and true marker for me. I bought this like 250 bucks on Facebook Marketplace like 6 years ago, and I played probably like 50, 60 matches with it.
I'm gonna push far left.
Okay. I'm gonna hang back because I don't have the gun you guys have.
Well, then switch. You stay center, and I'll push with him.
Yes, indeed.
Sounds good, bro.
Coming up with the game plan here, we are going to push far left. I like to go very far left on this tires map or very far right.
I'm gonna go all the way left to that far bunker.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play the outside. I want to get over here quickly because you can get picked off directly off the break on this map as it is relatively short. Now, ooh, mama. I got absolutely spritzed right here.
Two left. One center.
Great communication from my team here. I'm knowing what to look out for here. And as you see, I'm going to wrap around left and right. I'm going to start engaging somebody on the left side here. And I generally don't have my hopper hanging out as far away from my mask like that, but I'm doing this for 2 reasons. 1, hopper hits are not outs or eliminations whatsoever in this match. And 2, you can actually see around my GoPro what I'm shooting at. As you're about to see, I'm going to lay down a lane here. And I need a barrel cam so you can see exactly what I'm shooting at. But I do exchange paint with the gentleman over there.
Back middle on me.
They do get an angle on this gentleman to go ahead and end him. As I'm bumping against these tires, there's some delicious soup dripping down. Forgot my Camelback this day, so I took a little straw and took a quick swig.
All right, back middle out, got him.
Because of that hydration, I was able to get back middle out here.
All right, back left on me again, back left on me.
Back left is engaging me here. I can also get my tuchus or my buns clipped in my pod pack from the right side, so I need to play tight up against this bunker here. Again, I generally don't have my hopper angled out like a silly person, but you can see what I'm shooting at, and hopper hits don't count as outs. So I don't see a lot of action here. I'm looking left and right. I'm shooting one-handed as I brace myself against the bunker here. Be careful not to cut yourself against any jagged bunkers, because a lot of times, because the adrenaline and the action, you don't know that you've cut yourself on something sharp and rusty until you're off the field. I've seen it. Hasn't happened to me, but, you know, these are old tires. They could have rusty Kevlar belts sticking out and whatnot. So hand switch to the right side. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy off on the right.
Right, push it up.
That is a very good player at my local field, by the way.
He's out, right's out, right's out.
He just didn't see me or didn't expect me, I guess.
150 left.
Taking a couple of pop shots. Part of playing back, I'm doing a ton of head checks to the left and right, scanning the entire field for movement so I can relay that to my team through callouts. Also, if I see any enemies trying to move position, I can lay a lane to try and block their position.
Left is still on me.
He hasn't moved at all. He's basically mirroring my position on the other side. So I am lobbing some balls over there. I don't think I got anybody out there. Right side is pushing up, and unfortunately, they do get me out here.
Hey, right's pushing up, right side's pushing up.
I already thought I got hit, and then I did get hit, and that one stung. And as you see, they called back right out. I was their back right. This is the big Woodsball field, taking a sprint over here. I kind of underestimated how big this map was until I see my teammate about 15, 20 feet in front of me, and he's casually running forward. So I reposition up to this tire bunker over here, taking a little peekaboo. How do you do? On each side, girl calls out to the right side. I'm looking at right side.
I see nothing right, nothing right. Okay, back right.
So I'm repeating the call outs that I hear, and also my teammates repeat my call outs, which I like.
Somebody push in the middle.
So I'm going to push up here, and I get freakishly comfortable in this bunker. I go ahead and drop off my first and last month rent. You're going to get my deposit. I drop off my furniture in the living room because I don't have a choice. I get pinned down here. I get real comfortable with this bunker. We basically know everything about each other after a while. I spent about 2 minutes here taking pop shots across the map. Spritzing with the Proto Rize Maxxed. Very air efficient budget marker. Looking around. What do I see? Ooh, that sounded like a hit, but it was not. Check myself. I'm still good. I'm dry. Pretty unlikely that any balls would break from this range, but I'd like to just see if anybody will push out of their bunker. Okay, I'm starting taking some hits here.
Tower on me.
Tower's on me. Players start pushing up on the right, but I quickly push them back.
Back right, back right.
Calling to my team that I might need a little assistance on the right side here. Now things are getting fun. Now the action's heating up. I'm going to get into a little 1v1 spicy battle popping out with this gentleman over here in Fort. He ends up moving back, so I stop focusing on him, but keeping in mind I still could get clipped from the right side.
Back tires over there where I'm shooting.
Pretty whack call
He's
out.
out. A player coming out.
The lady in the yellow shirt is the co-owner of the field. She's rocking a custom Planet Eclipse Ego, all whited out, named Elsa. She's just wearing a t-shirt and jeans, which she was wearing working the front desk. Kind of fell back on my rump right there just because I didn't expect to get blasted by two players right here. I'm behind the barrels. As you can hear, I'm taking fire. Her marker went off in my direction.
So sorry.
That's all good.
I'm going to be shooting through the slats here, but I can
All
also get hit through these slats as well, so I need to be careful.
right. Live game.
Fort is out. I don't believe that was me that hit him, but I do want to repeat that call back.
Got it. He's moving, he's moving.
I should have mentioned where he was moving, right to left, but, you know, whatever.
Behind the tires. In the middle.
So engaging tires in the middle and the white tower area.
Back behind those white containers.
Yeah.
Good communication here. I don't recommend ever posting over the top of a bunker like this.
Hit, out.
As you can see, I got clipped in my armpit.
Forgot to start recording. shooting.
Starting off with a Woodsball match. I actually forgot to turn on my camera, but the match just started. I'm playing back center. I actually don't move for a while. I'm going to look left and right, making any call outs, anything I see, any movement whatsoever. And I'm also going to be laying lanes from back here. Granted, they'd probably be bounces, but I can limit enemy movement by laying down lanes.
Back left, back left.
My first call out was repeated by 2 of my teammates, and I do believe they get back left out pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and push up here because I'm getting bored, for lack of a better term. Also, I know I can't really get anybody out from back here.
Oh, sun's right there.
Absolutely blinded. I'm using a yellow HDR lens, and it has no tinting whatsoever, so I'm basically getting beamed by the sun right now.
Hey, I'm pushing up to those tires over there.
Hold up. All right, on my count. You ready?
Oh, shit.
Hold up.
So I absolutely fucked this up. I should have waited. I didn't get out or anything, but I'm under fire. I was just able to outrun the spray of paintballs. I should have waited for my teammate to start firing. Fuck, that went away.
Behind the boat. All right, the boat's out. The boat's out.
A little bit of lapse in communication here. We thought boat was out. Boat is still hot. So we're engaging the boat over here. And I'm also checking forward.
Nothing far left.
That's extremely important because on this map.
And then I'm going to start slinging paint. You go, and then I'll come behind you.
All right, so you want me to push up to what? Fort?
You feel brave enough to do the fort?
Nah, probably not. I don't see anybody.
You want to try the barrel?
Yeah, I'll do barrels.
So I'm making a run to the barrels over here. I would like to push up the fort. I end up playing these barrels pretty good in my opinion. I'm on my knees here because I'm not going to sit down crouched or hunched. That's way too much pressure on your hips and knees and way too much fatigue. So I'm down here on my knees. I do have pads on. I'm going to make sure that there's nobody popping out of fort on left because I could easily get flanked here.
Back left, back left.
Shooting through this crack here, but I can also get hit through this crack if somebody just lays down a lane and gets lucky enough to get a ball through this crack. There's 2 players behind the boat, which I should have called out. I don't really know why I didn't.
Hey, Hopper's out. Hopper hits out. Hey, our Hopper hits out.
No.
This dude runs across. I'm not sure if I got him out, but somebody did. He is definitely taking the walk. And I kept firing a rope of paint, blocking off the path to the fort in case any of his teammates were following his exact path on that push. I play the left side of the barrels here, and so good shooting on him. I was playing extremely sloppy. I was chicken wing and had my left elbow out way further than I should have. And because of that, for the next week, I get to wear a nice little welt on my elbow. A sweet reminder to not chicken wing like that. Making a run for it because there are still balls flying. Props for that push.
It's a good play, man. Yeah, it was fun, dude.
Yeah.
Why are they just standing there?
Yeah, I don't know. Hit the reset button, I guess.
Next match on tires. I actually do like this map quite a bit. Woo! Another one of those close calls there. About a ½ inch to the right, and that would have been right in my neck.
Back right, back right.
Back right is on me, it sounds like. But not for long. We're going to get him out here in just a second here. I shouldn't have my barrel protruding this far around the bunker because it makes it hard to come back into cover. But as you see, I'm doing a little snap shooting here. Then I just go ahead and post out and start ramping.
Back right.
Teammate runs across here. Thank God I wasn't laying down a lane or anything. Back right takes the walk. Hopper's really pissing me off, not just because my blades aren't closing, but also it wasn't feeding for some reason, which is the first feeding error I've really had with this Spire 3. It's probably just operator error, but whatever. Give it a shake, give it a tap, get back in it.
Back right's out, back right's out.
Back right is taking the walk. I believe that was me. Doesn't matter. He's out. Little head check here. Another close one there. These tires
Back middle on me.
don't provide the best coverage.
Hit. Did I just get splattered or I get hit? Either way, I just called out anyway.
Splattered me.
I already called out.
Actually, this one might have been a bust, but
Okay.
no,
That shell's way too inconsistent. That's a splatter for sure.
Fuck, I already called out though.
If it was like grouped up, I'd be more inclined to be like, yeah, it's definitely a hit. But no,
Yeah, dude.
that shell's way too inconsistent to be a direct hit.
I got you, brother.
So unfortunately, I finished out the day walking off when I didn't even really get out because it was just splatter. I did also get hit, but it must have been a bounce. I felt a little pinch, a little sting, but you know, I should have got a paint check from the ref instead of just calling myself out. One of the matches, unfortunately, my best match of the day, I got 2 eliminations on 2 of the best players at my local field. My camera battery died mid-recording, and instead of just keeping what it had recorded thus far, it of course corrupted the file, making it unusable. But after crying and then beating the shit out of my desk for about 30 minutes, it's not that big of a deal. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, keep busting balls.